Today we're looking at calculus 1 limits. Let's get started. So we have the limit as x approaches 2 of x cubed minus 5x squared plus 6x over x minus 2. The first thing you want to do is when you get these problems is try to insert the limiting value. The limiting value is that 2 under the LIM. So that's the first thing you want to try to do. Basically put it in place of all the x's that you see. Okay, so what does that look like? Well, if we do that, we'd get 2 cubed minus 5 times 2 squared plus 6 times 2 over x minus 2. Well, at the top, we got 2 cubed is 8 minus 5 times, that's 4. So it's 8 minus 20 plus 12. It looks like it's 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. We got 0 over 0. Now, that doesn't fly in calculus. That's what they call the indeterminate form, so it's not going to work. Okay, so after that, you typically try to use some kind of algebra manipulation. Now, in this problem, what I'm staring at is that numerator. By now, we know what we can do with that. Well, it looks like they all have an x in common. So right now, what I'm going to do is factor out the greatest common factor, which in this case is x. So let me pull an x out of each one of those terms. And if I do that, well, I'd have x times x squared minus 5x plus 6 over x minus 2. But again, I'm still looking at that numerator. And now I can actually factor that trinomial that's in there too, right? So that's right there. What does that factor into? X times x minus 3 times x minus 2 over x minus 2. Now right here, you're going to use your algebra knowledge and you can see what those things in purple are going to do. They're going to go. So after we cancel those things, we're just going to keep writing whatever we have down. Well, we have the limit as x approaches 2 of x times x minus 3. Well, right here, what you're going to do, remember, you're going to try to reinsert the limiting value again. Just because it didn't work the first time, you're going to try it again after doing your algebra manipulation. And just make sure you don't get no 0 over 0 or anything crazy like you got earlier. Well, if we do that, we'd have 2 times 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is -1. -1 times 2 is a -2. So let's go ahead and answer this question. The limit as x approaches 2 of x cubed minus 5x squared plus 6x over x minus 2 is -2. Thank you so much for watching. Any questions, comments, and concerns, leave them down below, and I will see you next time.